Hey, Iyo.
I want to ask, no, you said you entered in 2013. Nandun ba kayo during Yolanda?
Um, I think nagsisimula na akong mag-draft ng speeches at the time pero hindi pa ako nagre-report sa ano nun, nagre-report sa Malacanang at the time. Naalala
Mm.
ko na nung parating si Yolanda, lumabas si Pinoy sa national TV para magbigay ng warning sa mga Pilipino.
Mm.
Parating na malakas na bagyo, kailangan natin magtanda. Naalala.
Mm. Uh, would you would you care to share yung mga different times Pinoy had to address the nation during difficult tragedies or difficult times. Yung Yolanda, I think Mama Sapano was another incident that happened during yung tenure nyo as a speechwriter. What was the process like in those heavy moments?
Ah, mahirap yung drafting nun sa mga ganung moment kasi nga sobrang daming at stake. No? I remember ito yung presidency na nagsisimulang i-weaponize yung internet. Eh. So kahit anong sabihin
Mm.
mo, may mag-edit niyan, may ano niyan, may mag-spin niyan
Oo
para
nga,
mukha kang
oo nga.
masang tao, di ba? So
Oo.
kailangan na carefully crafted ng mga nilalabas mong statement. Pero ang tinuro sa amin ni Pinoy, no, kailangan natin gawin yung trabaho natin.
Mm.
Kailangan hindi tayo pwedeng first and foremost, no, kahit naman ang gawin natin, merong merong babati ko sa atin. Ang mahalaga magawa natin yung trabaho.
Mm.
So, hindi ko alam kung napapansin mo yun. Sabi mo nga, napakabata mo pa at the time. Pero, kinakancel namin yung mga ano namin. Kinakancel namin yung mga party namin. Yung mga Christmas party namin.
Mm.
Uh, nagre-report yung mga tao pag weekend, pag holiday. Kasi may trabaho kailangan gawin.
Yes.
Parang ang thinking namin, kung magtrabaho kami ng extra 1 oras, kung magpuwet kami ng mas matagal pa ng konti, baka may mailigtas pa kami kahit isa pang buhay, no, sa panahon ng mga tragedy. At
Mm.
kasama namin si Pinoy noon. No? Iniintay niya yung susunod na draft ng speech, yung susunod na iteration, kung ano yung pwedeng sabihin. At tingin ko yun yung isa sa mga misunderstood the aspect na ni Pinoy. Parang ang dating kasi parang wala siyang pakialam, parang absent siya pagdating ng
Mm.
mga tragedy. Pero ang totoo, no, pinupush niya yung mga tao para gawin yung kailangan gawin para matulungan yung mga nangangailangan ng tulong para mahanap yung tamang wording yung magpapaintindi sa mga tao ng dangers na dala-dala ng bagyo, ng volcanic eruption,
Oo.
para matimpla ng tama yung pakikiramay sa mga nasawi pagkatapos ng matinding trahedya. Hindi palaging nagsasucceed. Hindi palaging nagsasucceed yung team niya kahit si Pinoy, I think may mga times na hindi niya alam exactly kung ano yung sasabihin. Pero sa tingin ko, mali naman na sabihin na wala siyang pakialam o hindi siya naging concern kahit kailan. Kasi kung president ka, kung ikaw yung may hawak ng pinaka malakas, mataas na kapangyarihan sa bansa, araw-araw may ano eh, araw-araw may crisis, araw-araw
Oo.
may tragedy. Tapos parang walang tamang sagot palagi. Parang pag tinulungan mo yung nandito sa kanan, masasaktan yun nasa kaliwa. Pag tinulungan mo yung nasa kaliwa, masasaktan yun nasa kanan. Pag tumingin ka sa taas, hindi mo mapapansin yung nasa baba. Pag nag-focus ka sa nasa baba, hindi mo makikita yung nasa taas. Kasi ang laki-laki ng responsibilidad ng presidente. At
Mhm.
naramdaman ko, sa mga times na na-observe ko si Pin, ginawa niya lahat ng mga kaya niya para dalhin sa abot ng kanyang mga kaya yung napakalaking responsibility ng pangangalaga sa more than 100 billion na mga boss.
That's really nice. I'm really glad to hear you mention all of that, yung really attesting to sa pagkatao ni Pinoy. It's really heartbreaking to see yung mga attacks against him when people say na wala siyang pake, or naalala ko pa yung term, yung noy-noying, yung 2011, I think that's when it became I think, or 2012, I believe. I was a kid and I was like, how can this be the case if he's really, trying to work hard? It's just hindi lang siya nagpapakita sa camera. Yun lang yung difference, but then he was still working hard, and yet, if anything, that says a lot about him, no? Yung wala siyang paki sa PR masyado because he wanted to focus on work, because if anything, that would impede on his progress. If he focused too much on himself and communicating himself, nasa-sacrifice yung quality of work in those cases. And I also like that you pointed out yung role of communications in nation building. Kasi yung naakala ng tao, oh, you're just talking for someone. You're just writing speeches, you're writing you're writing a story lang. I mean, it's easy to get trapped in that thinking. But then when you're in a position in government where you're communicating for the president of the Philippines, it becomes the responsibility you hold becomes tenfold. No, yung responsibility mo in terms of communicating, important information to the people. How could we, and if anything, you mentioned it saves lives, no? And aside from the president, making tough decisions, I'd say kayo rin sa team were also making tough decisions because you had to choose between, saving a life on the left versus a life on the right, et cetera, et cetera. You had to make certain decisions, and it's good you pointed that out because napaka-bigat talaga that responsibility you held during his term. Hey there, thanks for watching the highlights of the Hey EO podcast. If you enjoyed, why don't you like this video and subscribe to my channel? You may also watch the full episode by clicking the clip in the middle.